Welcome back to our online class. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well and studying well. Okay, we are still in nutrition first lesson, right? Slowly I'm going so that you should understand everything. Is it clear? Nutrition means what? Autotrophic. I started with that, isn't it? Autotrophic, heterotrophic nutrition, cell, animal cell, plant cell, cell wall, plasma membrane. Yes? This is very important topic. Mostly it comes for board exams. Hydrolab experiment, okay? Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis in the presence of light. How do we find out? We perform a small experiment, children. Hydrilla experiment. Okay, this is very famous and very important question. You have to learn this experiment, okay, in a good way. Draw a beaker, put test tube inverted inside it, okay, a funnel, hydrilla plant in that funnel, okay. This is with the labeling. This comes for 4 marks. Arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. Make 2 identical sets. We have to make 2 sets of it. One we are keeping in the sunlight, okay, and one we are keeping in the dark where the sunlight doesn't come. Place some water plant. Which plant we can take? Elodia or hydrilla? Mostly hydrilla is taking in the experiment. In a short stemmed funnel and keep it in a beaker. Then pour the water in the beaker. Got it? Invert a test tube full of water over the stem of funnel. Funnel has hydrilla plants. Beaker we are taking big beaker. Blue means water. Okay, we took the funnel which has hydrilla plant in it. The plant should be colored green. Draw it properly, color it, okay, colorful, it should be green. Label it, and we should put a inverted test tube full of water on this plant funnel which has a plant, okay. What happens, children? Ensure that the level of water in the beaker is above the level of the stem of inverted funnel. Place one apparatus in the sun, as I've just said to you, and the other in the dark for how much time? At least 2 to 3 hours. Then we'll see what happens in this experiment. You would see that in place of water there is air that fills in the test tube, okay, which is kept in the sun, not which is kept in the dark. Nothing happens in it. It is actually a gas which is collected in the test tube. Observe other setup that is kept in the dark. Is there any difference in the amount of gas collected? Do you think the gas will come in the darkness? No. Test the gas in the test tube by inserting a glowing matchstick which we use in our kitchens to stir for this, okay, or incense stick for good smell in the home, which would burn into flames. This experiment shows the presence of oxygen. Got it? What precautions do you need to do properly in this experiment? Is it clear? This is 4 marks question. Learn properly. Next, activity 3 is sunlight is necessary to form starch in green plants. Black paper experiment. This scientists named this experiment as black paper. Why black paper, children? Because on a leaf of a plant, what you are doing, take a potted plant in a pot with destarched leaf. Remember the process of destarching we did in the activity 1, okay. In one potted closed container, what we did, we put a cork, we put a leaf in it, so it was destarched. In the same way here, what we'll do, on a leaf we cover with black paper on which a design is cut in the middle. See the diagrams? Like that, a black paper is pasted. We should put tape on it on the green leaf. Got it? Fix the paper on the leaf, no problem, in such a way the light does not enter the dark part. It should be completely round, so that paper. Put tape also. The sunlight should not come on that leaf. What will happen? Place the potted plant in the sunlight. After a few hours of exposure to bright sunlight, we have to test the leaf. What we see, the leaf which is covered by black paper for the presence of starch. What will happen? Which part of the leaf will turn blue, children? What about the remaining part? Observe the color of the leaf stained with iodine. Now we have to check it with iodine. Put 1 drop of iodine. What we see? Can you tell why it is stained differently? Different color comes. It will be observed that only the part of the leaf which could get light throughout the cut design turns blue black. showing the presence of starch. Now which leaf, the part of leaf which we have covered, it will not turn bluish black because of absence of starch which is present in sunlight. The plant gets sunlight, starch from, got it, sunlight. The leaf gets starch. So when we put a drop of iodine, the leaf turns blue black, but the area, small area which we have covered with tape, it doesn't turn bluish black. So it doesn't have starch, it means. Got it? Next is an important one more topic which we all are studying from 4th, 5th grades, I think, chlorophyll and photosynthesis. Ingve House wanted to find out more about photosynthesis and carried out several other experiments. He proposed that only green plant parts could carry out the process of photosynthesis. What about the plants having colored leaves, children? Some plants have, isn't it, red color leaves? Do they prepare food or no? Yes, they also prepare food, isn't it? Some plants become yellowish, they fall off. Some plants have red leaves, very few, but they have. It's not necessary that all plants should be green only. All leaves of the plant should be green. It's not necessary, right? What made plants carry out photosynthesis while even green colored plants like some birds could not? Question like this remain in the challenges in the brain of the scientists. So what they find out? Ingveston proposition came after several experiments in the middle of 20th century that scientists relocated the site of photosynthesis and even isolated. After 4 decades of Ingenhouse's proposition, scientists could not isolate the green substance to observe its nature and find out whether photosynthesis would be carried out with it. This had become possible only in the year 1817 due to the work of 2 scientists, Pelletier and Kaventov, who obtained an extract of green colored substance and named it chlorophyll, meaning green leaf. Understood? Chlorophyll is present in green leaf, that's why the leaf is green. It was also found that the pigment, in addition to chlorophyll, carotenoid is present and phycobilins help in the process of photosynthesis by passing on the energy of the sunlight trapped by them to chlorophyll. AID. What is the meaning of aid, children? Help. Where does the photosynthesis take place? Where is the chlorophyll and other pigments present in the plant? Exactly where is it? Try to name some parts where you think photosynthesis occurs. Most of you know it occurs in leaves. Now if there are new reddish leaves, what happens, children? The exact location of photosynthetic part or a part containing chlorophyll was not only known till 6 decades after Pelletier and Kaventov. These are the 2 names of the scientists discovered chlorophyll. It was believed to be spread in the cells of green plant parts. In 1883, what happened? Julius von Schach observed that chlorophyll is in plant cells is not spread throughout the entire cell. It is rather found in organelles within the cell. Such organelles are named as chloroplast. Chloroplast has chlorophyll in the cell. Got it? Now how many chloroplasts are there, children? Not 1 or 2, 40 to large number in the cells. 40 to 100 of parts like the stomatal guard cells and ground tissues are present in the cell chloroplast. Now we have studied little about chloroplast, isn't it, in 8th and 9th grade also. We will see the TS of leaf. What is the full form of TS, children? Transverse section of leaf. What we have in a leaf? Showing chloroplast in a palisade and spongy parenchyma. These are the internal structures of leaf. Cuticle is the upper layer first. Draw this diagram. Learn to draw this diagram well. Good diagram I want. Cuticle, then upper is upper dermis. Lower comes the lower dermis. Stomata is also there. All of you know, isn't it? Stomata is present in which part? Leaf. So this is part of leaf which has stomata down, you can see. Then cuticle is there. Guard cell we observe there. Phloem and xylem are present together, which forms vascular bundle. Spongy parenchyma and palisade parenchyma. 2 types of parenchyma. How many are present in the leaf? 2 types. Palisade and spongy. Learn the names and the spellings of it. Xylem and phloem. Next is, children, TS of chloroplast. We see the diagram of chloroplast here. It has been found that chloroplast is a membranous structure which has three membranes. The third layer forms stacked sac-like structures called grana. Granum is present. Next structure is grana. What is a function, ma? It is believed to be a site for trapping solar energy. Solar means the energy from the sun. Second is the stroma is present. See the chloroplast, draw it in your books. The intermediary fluid filled portion is called stroma. It is believed to be responsible for enzymatic reactions leading to the synthesis of glucose, which in turn join together to form starch. Substances found in chloroplast which capture the sunlight are called photosynthetic pigments. There are several types of photosynthetic pigments involved in the process to produce organic molecules like glucose in the. We'll see the homework for today. Draw and explain how oxygen is produced during photosynthesis in the presence of light. The hydrolyte diagram first, which I explained today. Second one is sunlight necessary to form starch in green plants. And third one, what are chloroplast? And send the homeworks by evening 5 to 8. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. See you in next class.